Yes, you heard, I did mention the third video. Well, it's quite late. It's like, what is it, 1 o'clock in the morning. Freaking during the evening, I did take a nap. It was like from like 5 to 9, I believe. And then I just remembered now, 1 o'clock in the morning to do it. But it's still dark outside, so technically it's, you know, the whole situation that usually in the evening it's supposed to seem like it's dark outside. Well, it's still dark outside, so technically, it's in the morning, I could still consider it that way, I suppose. But, obviously I gave you, gosh, that's how I say it, checking these words. Um, which I believe means shit, I believe, but I could be wrong. Um, what to say, what to say. Well, what I said in the second video, obviously, it shows you that how I am unique as a soul. I'm as real to you as real can be. For me, I have the courage to say the words I said to you. It's because I've always been real like that. I've always been real. And like I said in that second video, I wasn't trying to scare you. I was only being honest, even if it was painfully. I had to make you realize what you're gonna do to you and me if you keep on pushing me away like you are. There's a good type of pushing me away and a bad type of pushing me away. Bad type is obviously involving other souls and blah blah blah. Good is pushing me away where you hope that I pull you closer, or it's just between you and me, not involving anyone else. And obviously I'll be able to tell when you want me to freaking pull you closer based on how you push me away. But if you stop pushing me away, period, that's how you get too. But like I said, you got to push it away in a way that is healthy, not unhealthy. Unhealthy is when you involve other souls. That's just why next thing you know, I'm gonna freaking sooner or later do what you just said because you just would not stop talking about it. But you made it seem like you weren't happy with being with me. Which is why it's not good to do that way. This is why I never involve other souls. Just to make it sound like you're not happy with me. When there's no reason for you not to be happy with me. Since I do treat you like a queen. But, yeah, honey, you're surprised at a lot of stuff. Yeah. Why am I yawning? Having to think like this is forcing me to yawn. As much as I am. Huh. Trying to think of, what else I could say to you. I did mention another video I was planning on making to give you a song, and it seemed like I'm singing it. One that's pretty positive, and I know you love it. But before I was give you that one, I want to see the reaction to this video, the second video, and the third. I mean the first. You can tell I'm actually not thinking as fast as I could be. Yeah, this video, the second, and the first. Because I can judge if someone's truly my soulmate based on how they handle hard time, like you've told me they judging me and how maybe he really is the one, maybe he isn't, blah blah blah. As you said before, and how I reacted to. I want to see how you react to these 3 videos. Actually, I would like to see you react to them in one video. Because to see your facial expressions and such, and hear your own words or your own speaking, that could mean more to me than anything else. Oh, jeez. So yeah, that's probably what I'll ask you to do. Bring me a video. However, there's one thing I could say to you. Based on what I said in my last video, when I was a lot more alert than I am now, um, when it comes to finding my soulmate, I would have never done what you were gonna do if you didn't find me. I never would have had what a nun does. I would have never lived like a priest, which would be the same similarity. Yeah, similarity. I would have done something similar to that. I wouldn't have been happy being by myself. That would have never been me. It was either I died trying to find my soulmate, or I find her and live happily, obviously. To where I die happy too. However, if I didn't find my soulmate, which I'm glad I did find you, if I didn't find you, um, I would have wanted to die happy. And I could think of some ways I could probably die happy if I wanted to die happy. That's one thing I would end up wanting to make sure I did do. But yeah. Besides all the yawning and me talking between each yawn, um, besides letting you know I wasn't trying to scare you, I was just being honest, and even if I was painfully. Besides that, letting you know, like in the past video, I do adore you, I do worship you, but it doesn't necessarily mean I deserve to be pushed away constantly, because I don't deserve that. By the way I treat you, I do not deserve it. And what did I say it was? Or 8th to like 10th time one. Between there, it was one of those 3 numbers I mentioned. Well, seriously, darling, you've been hurting me a lot. Hurting me a lot. And that's the reason why it's like, wow. I'm realizing all I've been going through from what you've been putting me through and such. I'm thinking, is she just gonna keep doing this throughout the entire time me and her are together, or what? She keeps saying that she's gonna change and she's not gonna do it anymore. Yet we're just going more and more up on it. She just keeps on doing it. So I'm thinking, am I gonna get used to getting hurt? I did talk about that in the past. I'm just gonna get used to it because that's what's obviously gonna keep happening. And I'm starting to think like maybe it's really gonna happen that way. I'm really gonna keep on making that happen. When you hurt me Friday, I was thinking, wow, didn't know what else to think but that. Like, it happened again. Even when she told me it was done. She's never doing it again. And this is just counting you hurting me while you being doubtful. I'm not joking. I keep count of how many times you've hurt me that way. So the total number of altogether is higher than that. You're probably around 10, 11, 12 times probably altogether. Obviously, I'll remember every single time because it hurts me from the soul on. Because it's my soulmate doing it to me. So I'm going to take it to soul deep. But understand one thing, honey. I'm going to start doing one thing, and when I start doing this, you're going to understand what you're doing to us by me doing this. I'm going to treat you based on how you treat me. From now on, you push me away, I'm going to stop talking to you for a while. Until you realize, wait a minute, did I just push him away? Is that why he's not talking to me? Yes. I'm going to start making you realize your mistakes that you're doing. And maybe it might help you on not committing those mistakes. Because that might be what I have to do. I'm going to start reacting based on your actions. Based on what you say to me. Based on both of those. In a way which will make you, not just make you, but force you to think what you just did. And since I have a mysterious trait to myself, which means I can be mysterious, you won't know what I'll do. I can show that at any moment. I'm going to start using it from now on when it comes to you hurting me. I'm going to be that way just because it might make you realize what you do to us more often than me just having to explain it. I'm going to sometimes maybe not speak to you anymore. I might come online and off online, off and on online, off and online, yeah, be off and online from time to time. I won't be saying anything for a while. Doesn't necessarily mean I don't adore you or worship you. I do. It just means that I'm teaching you a lesson based on what you're doing to us. That's what it means. And silent treatment is very powerful. I'm well aware of it because I've had that done to me countless times. So I know what it feels like. And that's the reason why I'm thinking maybe I should start doing this to make her realize what she's doing. Make her start thinking before she reacts. Because I'll tell you right now, when you said what you said about the whole situation with having another soul, whatever, blah, blah, blah. When you said that, you can try to tell me you were thinking, but I can guarantee you weren't being the true yourself that I know. You were being naive and not thinking 100%. You might have been thinking, but you were not thinking 100%. You were thinking 100%, you'd have asked what I would want to do. And you probably would have, if you were going to go with selfless approach, you probably would have went with it just to see how it went. Pretty much. But like I said in my first, it was my second video. I would never, ever, ever bring up another soul like that. I never would. Because it's not that I'm possessive of you to the point I wouldn't be willing to give you love if it was someone better for you, even though I know there's no one better for you than me. I've treated you like a queen from the day we were together to now. I've treated you like a queen. So you have the holy grail, the rarest freaking golden nugget out of the entire bag full of them. You get the most valuable piece out of them all when you're with me. And I know that I'm treating you that way, while staying real. So this way you know the real me. Even though you're aware I have that mysterious trait about myself. Which means I can become naive, seeming like I'm naive, when I'm really trying to teach you a lesson. Most of the time I use that trait, I'm usually trying to teach you a lesson. Me being as many years older than I am of you, I know you can become naive at times. To the point I gotta bring you back into the real you, and that's where I'll end up doing that, teaching you a lesson, making you wake up. Every single time I've tried to teach you a lesson, you end up waking up and like, oh, okay, I realize what I'm doing. But I usually have to do this. In the past, I've actually done it just to see how you react. Now I might actually start doing it all the time. You're naive. Every single time you are, I'm going to start doing it this way. So you're never going to know my reaction. But at the same time, I'll be teaching you a lesson. Since that's what your master also suggested I do. Surprisingly. And yes, that'll be the only time you ever see this part of me. Only time. You won't know if I'll answer you. You won't know if I'll ignore you. As a silent treatment, meaning teaching a lesson. You won't know if I respond calmly or I respond angrily. You won't know what I'll do. I'm gonna start doing this because I think having a unpredictable me might keep you from hurting you and me to the point I am pushed away permanently. That might be the only way I keep you from making that mistake that will haunt you for the rest of your life. I feel like that's the only option for me at this point. So that's why I see it as an option that I might as well take. So after you see this video, you answer this one, the second, and the first video, all in one video. You have a lot to answer, that means. What I plan on doing, and what I've been talking about and such. And you know me, when it comes to my videos, when it comes to you answering my videos from the past, I've always asked you to be meticulous on your answers to my videos. And since you're answering 3 videos in one video, I obviously am going to expect your video to be pretty long. And that's fine if it is. It doesn't bother me if it is. I've told you, more time you put into the video, the more detail you put into the video, the better. And I really want to know how you feel about that. You're going to start experiencing my mysterious, unpredictable trait in myself. Each time you do something that hurts me, you're going to experience that. That's one thing I want to know. I want to know about how you feel about how I reacted about the whole soulmate thing and you being doubtful. Those 2 things. Me finding it, if I didn't find you, I would have did what I would have did. I want to know about that. Yeah. I want to go to the depths. I want to know all the different things I was talking about. How you would feel about me showing that unpredictable nature of myself. About how I reacted about you talking about another woman, and the doubtfulness, and blah blah blah. All the different things. There's so many things you can choose from, honey. And I'm obviously purposely making this video long because you haven't had videos from me in a while. So here's why this one and the second one I made sure were long. So, with that said, I'm gonna have this one reach a long amount of time. Yeah, it's gonna be anywhere between 20 to 25 minutes, probably. Right now it's 20. Darling, what I'm pretty much trying to tell you is, because you know I can break away from the spell, because you know I can, it's time for you to stop pushing me away. It's time for you to be the woman I know you can be. It's time for that to happen, honey. I'm not joking. It's time for that to happen. It's time for you to not just become more grown up sexually. It's time for you to become more grown up mentally. I know you can do it, dear. I know you can handle things mentally at a level that it shows the matureness that I know you possess naturally at your age you are right now. You're about to be 19 and such. I know you're more than capable of it. You know, obviously I'm about to be 25 next month. I'm obviously going to make you the other video I was talking about before my birthday comes. For you to make that one for me. But, darling, what I want you to know is the things I want you to answer. I'm going to try to put them all in one freaking video now. I mean, in this video in general. I'm going to try to put it all in this video before I end it. I'm going to try to do it before 25 minutes. See how well I do here. Well, I'm not 100% functional with my brain. Alright, here I go. I want you to answer what I said about going to another site to find my soulmate if I wouldn't have found it from these dating sites. Like I was able to find it from that one, but I did find you. Answer that part. Answer about you bringing up another woman as if you didn't feel like you were worthy. Even though, if I didn't think you were worthy, I wouldn't have treated you like a queen in the first place. Think about that, man. I wouldn't have. So, yeah, answer that part. How that doubtfulness was not reasonable. That's the third thing. How you feel about me showing that unpredictable nature of myself, that mysterious, unpredictable nature about myself. Each time you hurt me. That's the fourth thing. I'm going to give you 5 things to answer. The 5th thing is the fact that I feel that it's time for you to stop hurting me permanently. And if you're going to push me away, you push me away in a healthy way. Not bringing up in any other souls. You just push me away, trying to hint at me, you want me to pull you close. Since most of the time that's what it means. From the female psychology, it's usually what it means. But, yes, dear. That's what I want you to do. Those 5 things. Besides you doing the normal things, you know I love when you do, because it makes it sound so much sincere at the end. Which I'm able to do right now. Since it's almost 25 minutes. So yeah, do those 5 things, and then make sure you end it in that video like I'm about to end it. Here I go, dude. I'm gonna try to be romantic here, since even though I'm tired, I can still probably do it. I want to make sure you see that. I love and adore you, my blessing queen of bliss. Good night, my twin female soulmate. I'm being funny too. And just remember, honey, you mean everything to me. That's the reason why I'm warning you about that stuff. Alright, one last good night kiss, and I'll make sure it's an extra special. 2 hands now. 2 days. Make me proud, my love. Oh, here we go, baby. Good night, baby. Just a blessing extra one.